Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface, and a happy new year. This is the first Az Chats video of 2014. Where on earth did 2013 go? I ask you, it has gone in the blink of an eye. But time waits for no man or woman, and we must proceed forward. So happy new year. I hope you had a wonderful one. I hope you had an excellent Christmas. I've been very busy myself. Yes, there haven't been any YouTube videos going up, but I've been doing streaming coming out of my backside. Roughly probably around 5 to 6 hours a day on streaming. I've done a lot to hopefully entertain you guys over the Christmas period, and thank you for everybody who has joined me, including a 5-hour Christmas Day stream. True story. So, this video, this Az Chats video, if you're new to my Az Chats video, these are more podcasty types of vids, veritable feasts for the lug holes and not for the peepholes. So if you've got something to do around the house, some, pumping and some exercising as well. If you want to put all the leftovers from Christmas and New Year into a big pot, cook it up, and then serve it straight into the bin, because my God, that would taste disgusting, then please do go ahead and get on with it and listen in the background, because there's pretty much nothing to see, but there's plenty to hear. So I'd like to kind of go over 2013 and where we're going to go forward in 2014 with my channel. And first and foremost, before anything, I mean this sincerely, and from the bottom of my heart, I would like to give a colossal thank you to every single solitary one of you who has clicked that subscribe button throughout the course of my YouTube life and remained a subscriber on my channel. I cannot thank you enough. It's you guys that are helping me to grow my channel. It's you guys that are showing your support, that you want to see more from me, and it overwhelms me quite a lot of time. True story. If you've ever seen me on live streaming, sometimes it can overwhelm me, and I want to thank you so much. I mean, it's just gone far beyond all expectations. I started the year 2013 in a very difficult place, a really difficult place. I had about 3,000 subscribers, 3,300 subscribers, something along those lines on my channel. I was going through a terrible time personally in my life. I had just lost my best friend. My best friend had passed away in horrific circumstances, just heartbreaking circumstances at the tender age of 26. And it was very difficult for me, because I spent the last 6 months, 8 months building up my YouTube channel. My best friend was actually going to come on board to my channel and start to do some Minecraft videos for me, and he was in the process of working on them. I even got a text from him, I think 2 weeks before he passed away, just saying that I've got a video virtually ready for you that we can work on. And there were things that were going to happen in 2013 that could, sadly, and very sadly, no longer happen because of his passing. And I miss him every day of my life. And so, I'm not from a personal point of view. It was a really tough start, and I set myself some goals for the year 2013. You've got to put that brave face on, and you've got to push forward. And I said to myself, if I can make it to 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2013. I'd be ecstatic. I'd be really happy indeed. It'd taken me 8 months to get 3,000 subscribers. So I was looking to get 7,000 subscribers in 12 months. So obviously there would have to be growth within the channel. Lo and behold, I end the year 2013 on just over 16,000 subscribers. Way over what I anticipated. So again, I have to give a colossal thank you to all of you that press that subscribe button and have remained a subscriber on my YouTube channel. I understand I can go off at tangents. I understand I'm not the sanest of people at the best of times. I understand that I can be very odd and very peculiar, but can't we all? And I think that's a little bit of maybe the appeal to some of you on the channel, especially when you mix it with video games as well. They make a very odd combination, but I always try and be entertaining, whether or not I am criticising content in a game, whether or not I am praising content in the game, whether or not I'm just trying to be funny and downright silly with content, or just downright sarcastic as well. I can be very, very sarcastic indeed. So thank you ever so much indeed, every single one of you that clicked that subscribe button and has remained, that's the main thing, has not clicked the unsubscribe button, has remained a subscriber in my channel. You've grown, you've allowed me to grow from 3,000 subscribers at the beginning of 2013 to 16,000 subscribers. That's like 13,000 odd subscribers throughout the course of 2013. And to me, that is unbelievable. Where I would like to go, well, you know, I've got to set myself lofty targets, and I could be completely overreaching here. But if I could possibly end 2014 on roughly around 30,000 subscribers, that's where I'd like to see myself. You know, I'm not kind of like being cocky or anything like that, because if there's one thing I have learned, you have got to work skin and bone and nail and tooth and pick your backside off if you want to get any sort of recognition, if you want to get your videos out there and people to see them. So I will endeavour in 2014 to make things better. I mean, we have got some big things on the horizon. Yes, I am diversifying at the moment on my channel. I've been putting out some Final Fantasy 14 videos. I've been doing quite a bit of Hearthstone stuff, as well as just WoW. You know, I'm not just a WoW-centric channel, but I do have WoW-centric content, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. The vast majority of the content of my channel does seem to revolve around the World of Warcraft, but I would like to diversify. Don't panic, that doesn't mean pulling back on the WoW content at all. It simply means adding more to my channel. If you support me on this, if you support my other videos, whether it be Hearthstone, Final Fantasy 14, maybe in the future, you know, we'll be looking at Elder Scrolls Online, WildStar, yet etc, 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 then that, if that allows me to grow, if that allows my channel to grow, that will allow me to do better things. I would love to bring somebody on board in 2014 if I possibly could. I've discussed some things with somebody at the moment. I can't say anything because we're in a non-committal stage. But if I was just able to bring somebody on, even if it was in a part-time capacity, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. And what would you think of that? Well, how would you handle that, people? If somebody started the video and just went, "Hi, everybody, it's Tim here from Heel vs. Babyface," or "Hi, everybody, it's Jane here from Heel vs. Babyface." How would you handle that? Would that be odd? Would that be amazing? Would you like to see me double up with people? Not in that way, you perverts. I mean, and all this kind of stuff. So YouTube-wise, you're going to get more content from more games this year, but without scrimping on the WoW content. We've got a big thing coming up in the World of Warcraft very shortly. Well, I say a big thing. How about a couple of big things? First of all, we have the Warlords of Draenor beta, which should be starting, I think sooner rather than later. I think it's definitely going to be starting before March. I've got a feeling it'll probably be starting in February, but that's when I think we'll probably see Warlords of Draenor beta start, which will then, of course, facilitate the release of Warlords of Draenor throughout 2014 as well. That's massive too. On top of that, we'll have Heroes of the Storm, which is going to be the Blizzard MOBA, and I definitely want to get down with that. Massively want to get down with that as well. I think that could be fantastic for us to jump onto the Blizz bandwagon and start to investigate. As previously mentioned, we also have things outside of Blizzard Entertainment. We have the brand new Elder Scrolls Online, which is officially launching in April on the PC, and then coming out a couple of months later, 2 or 3 months later, excuse me, on the consoles. Yes, it is coming to consoles too. We have WildStar, which is a very much anticipated RPG coming out this year as well. We have EverQuest Landmark, EverQuest Next Landmark, which is the creation tool for the upcoming EverQuest Next, which also will be coming out, we believe anyway, in this year too. So that they are massive, massive things, and I would love to get my fingers in all of these pies. I really, really would. Doesn't mean I'm going to scrimp back on content. Just means I'm probably going to be working harder and harder and harder and putting out as much content on these as I potentially can. On top of that, we also have the console aspect too. I have access to both a PlayStation 4, thanks to your phenomenal support, people. You know who you are. I don't want to start mentioning names. If I start mentioning names, then I'll miss a name and people get all upset. But you know who you are. You genuinely know who you are. And you know I know who you are. And that's the most important thing. And thanks to your phenomenal support, I've got a PlayStation 4. And my housemate has a PlayStation 1. I might get one later on in the year. But that gives me access to the console exclusive games too. So there are other facets that I can start to dabble in. Would you like to see me dicking around on some console games? Which console games would you like to see that happening on? I'm talking next gen here, you know. And as well as that, if for some reason somebody else does come on board in my channel in 2014, could we bounce off each other relatively well? Oof. I mean, one thing that 2013 did teach me is there are some good people out there on YouTube. There are some not so good people out there on YouTube too. There are some people that are just after number one, and unfortunately I had that became very paramount. I got first-hand experience of that in 2013 too. But I would love to grow the channel, and if it involves bringing other people into it, I don't care. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. So yes, how does that all sound to you? Az goes off and starts to dip his fingers and his feet and his various other dangly parts of his body into the upcoming MMOs and also the next gen console gaming too. You've seen me stream, and I'm going to stream in a minute. You've seen me stream Battlefield 4 and things like that. Get very agitated when I get shot. But another facet which I would sincerely like to develop throughout 2014 is my live streaming, my Twitch. The links, of course, are in the description below. And I started live streaming, I think about April of May of last year. So I've been streaming for approximately 7 months. Let's say 7 to 8 months maximum. So less than a year. And I've already managed to develop, I think it's about 3,300 followers on my stream, and my channel has been viewed by nearly 200,000 people in those 8 months, and that is pretty spectacular. But I'd love to be able to qualify for the subscription button on Twitch. You know, you've made it when you got that. And what I need for that, though, is I need you. I need you, my brethren, my sisterin. I need your support, because to qualify for the subscription button on Twitch, you need to have a consistent viewership of 300 to 400 people, 400-ish people, more than 300 people per stream. Yeah. So that's like a consistent one. So what I would love to do in 2014 is set up a specific designated Twitch day where you are all cordially invited, without me having to put up a video on YouTube and say, "Hi everybody, if you come live now, go to Twitch.tv." I'd like to set a scheduled day, whether it be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe 2, depending on how well you want to have these received, where you come along and you watch me for a couple of hours or so, or whatever you want, entertainment-wise. I mean, obviously, as long as you can muster. To come along and support me on the Twitch, on the video that we're doing, you know. So, yes, it'll most likely be a WoW designated content, if that's what you want to see. If that's not what you want to see, if you want to see something else, put in the comments below what you would like to see. But I'd like to have that designated day where we all come along, you know, where you all come along, and hopefully we can get over 400 people watching for this stream. You lot showing your support. I know it's a big thing that I'm asking of you. I understand that. I'm just saying that if you support me on this, if I can grow, then it's only going to benefit all of us in the long run. Because if you are a true supporter of mine, and if you'd like to see my channel get bigger and better, not just on Twitch, of course, but on YouTube, then things like this desperately matter, because the more exposure, the more people that watch, the more people that will come along, view the channel, the bigger I can get. The bigger I can get, and the more I can do. That's the simple facts of the matter. You know, I'm still a small fish in this lake. This isn't a pond. This is a lake. This is an ocean of the internet, and I'm just a tiddle little fish. So if you can lend your support to that, lend your support to the little guy, I would be overwhelmed at that. So please, in the comments below, what's a good day for you? What would you like to see? What's a good time for you as well? And let's see if we can work out a specific day. And I'll do a video on it when we work something out. I'll do a video on it where we set up, and I'll put obviously links and details in my description on YouTube, so we're all fully aware of what's going on. So there we go. So in 2014, this is the thing which some people have been. I have been pestered beyond belief about this. Now, I'm going to make a promise to you. So if you've stayed with me throughout all 17 minutes of this video, you are in for a treat. Well, I say in for a treat. You might just have shot yourself in the foot. Which is going to go one way or another. Throughout the course, in some time in 2014, I'm not going to say when. It could be next week. It could be December. Okay? I'm making zero promises when, but I am making the mother of all promises right now. In 2014, at some point, probably later on in the year, but at some point in 2014, the camera will come on. Yes. I will go into InVision. And I will be here, warts and all, as and everything, for you to dissect, to mock, to worship, to vomit, whatever reaction that you get. Now, it's something I get asked a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. And the reason why I currently don't do InVision and stuff like that is simply privacy. It's just simply privacy. There are a couple of other aspects around that as well. We all know, let's face it, you know, let's not bullshit each other here. The internet is an unforgiving place. And it's so easy for people to jump on a hate wagon than it is to support somebody. That, sadly, seems to be the overwhelming nature of the internet. There are some amazing people out there. And unfortunately, for every single amazing one of you, and I've got some amazing supporters, that is just fact. There are 100 people that will just be nasty and all that kind of stuff just for the sake of doing so. And I simply haven't wanted to expose myself to that. I could look like Quasimodo. I could look like George Clooney. It wouldn't matter. The internet would... They jump on you like I don't know, like a jumpy-on-y thing. How's that for a description? But, whatever. I was talking to Wow Hobbs, and he said himself, he said, look, it took me 2 years till I put the camera on himself. 2 years for Wow Hobbs. I haven't quite got to 2 years yet, but it probably might be a little bit over 2 years. But yeah, it is a big thing, because you're laying yourself all out there for the world. Warts and all. You know, I can't change who I am. Whether it be, like I say, George Clooney or Quasimodo, I can't change who I am. I like to develop my channel based on my personality and how I can entertain. But a lot of people want the tangible aspect to it as well. So I am making this promise for you right now. Sometime in 2014, not going to say when. Not going to say when. Like I said, it could be tomorrow, could be December. But don't start badgering me about it. All I'm going to say is, I promise, from the bottom of my heart, my cold, cold black heart, that I will flick the camera on in 2014. I can hear some people squeeing, I can hear some people vomiting. But there we go. So, to sum up, 2013 was a great year of learning for me, and a great year of development for me as well. 2014, with your help and your support, I'd like to try and go that bit further, you know. I really would like to get that little bit further. I'd like to get into a position where, with your support, if more people can come on board, I can grow, genuinely grow, do different things. I know my editing's pretty weak and all that kind of stuff. I'd like to get better than that. I'd like to get some nice little graphics to open my videos with. Stuff like that. Stuff which is just nice and appealing for you guys to see as well. And just kind of adds that little bit more professionalism about my channel too. I'd like to grow in those numbers. The more people that come along, the better my channel can only get, because the more I'll be able to actually do. And with your help, your support, fingers crossed, we can get there. So thank you so much indeed for listening. I hope you've managed to get the dishes done, walk the dog, taken the cat out to the vet, and had its balls cut off, all that kind of stuff. I hope you've managed to do that in the 20 minutes or so of this. And please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and twitch.tv/Heel vs Babyface for live streaming. I will be back, true story, with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody.